Hey, Thunderbirds. So today we're talking about landscapes and cityscapes. A landscape is an artwork that shows an outdoor scene, such as mountains or a beach or rolling hills or the prairies or any kind of vast outdoor scene. And landscapes are always this size. They're wide instead of tall. So that's important to know because you're going to be making one in just a moment. So what are cityscapes then? Well, let me tell you. Cityscapes are an artwork that shows a bustling, busy city, usually with all kinds of different skyscrapers and then shorter buildings and trees and parks and cars and people and mailboxes and streetlights and all the exciting things that happen in the city. So it's kind of like the city version of a landscape. So you got landscapes and cityscapes. Let's look at a few examples together right now. Let's start off with a few cityscapes. This first image might look familiar. This is the west side of downtown Houston. This is a very beautiful picture, and as you can see, we have some trees and some rolling hills from a park, some overpasses where cars can drive by downtown, and then of course the skyscrapers. And notice the different colors and shapes of the skyscrapers. If you're going to draw an image of a downtown, you want to have different looking buildings to make it look interesting. Some are brown, some are light blue, some are teal, some are almost white, some are red, and they're different shapes as well. Some are just rectangles, and then some have kind of some different details or design elements that make them stand out. Let's look at another one. I believe, yes, this is downtown New York City. Let me scroll in a little bit. So this right here is the Chrysler Building, and there are a lot more skyscrapers in New York City than Houston, and we're kind of high up in this picture, so we can't like see the parks and the trees and the people, but we can see a whole lot of different skyscrapers. Pretty fun. So that would be a different kind of cityscape. All right, this is a landscape. Here we see a barn on a flat plain that leads up to some nice rocky mountains and a beautiful sunset. This would be a landscape because this is not in the city. Here's the desert landscape. This would be very interesting. So this one is pretty flat, but there's some hills in the distance, and then you've got these big flat plateau type desert mountains, and I think those would look really cool as well. And then you do have some scrubby little trees and bushes, but most of it is sand. So that's a good thing to remember if you're going to draw a desert. And then here's a beautiful mountain with a lake scene. And we've got some green grass. We've got some rocky mountains with some green grass growing on them. And then at the very tops, we've got little bits of snow. So all really great details in case you're going to try to draw something like this. So now you've seen some great examples of the differences in cityscapes and landscapes. Our weekly learning goal from the district this week says you were supposed to be making a landscape or a cityscape. I thought, why choose? Let's do both. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your sketchbook and you're going to open it up to a page that has 2 blank pages. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off drawing a horizon line that goes all the way across. If you don't remember, a horizon line is the line where the sky comes down and meets the ground. So we're going to draw a line first, and then one side is going to be a landscape with mountains or a desert or hills, whatever, forest, and then the other side is going to be a cityscape. So we'll go from country or mountains to city, and I think that would be really fun. Include as many details as you can think of. Feel free to look up some examples on Google if you're a Clear Connection student and you're at home on your computer. With parent help would be ideal to get the right kind of pictures. So I'm going to do an example real quick, and you can watch what I do with mine. Well, here it is, my finished half landscape, half cityscape, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Let me give you a bit of advice though. On your cityscape, don't put so much stuff in there. This took way longer than I thought it was going to. That's why the video cut off, because I set it for 25 minutes and I spent like 40 minutes on this. Don't draw that many buildings. You don't have to draw that many buildings. Keep it nice and easy and fun, okay? But regardless, I think it turned out very nice, and I do like this. And I look forward to seeing your cityscapes and landscapes as well. If you are a Clear Connection student, please be sure to take a picture of your cityscapes and landscapes when you're done, and click the link below this video to upload it so I can see it as well. All right, guys, have fun. Let me know if I can help you in any way.